What is up, guys? It's your boy, Shadow Wizard Money Gang, Cacus, and today we are going to be showcasing the brand new game, Immortals of Aveum. Now, this is okay, make sure you're sitting down for this, because this is going to be wild. This is a spells and sorcery based looter shooter with RPG and puzzle elements, and I probably missed a certain part of this game. It's pretty wild, it's pretty out there, but honestly, it has a lot of very interesting features. Now, I do gotta say thank you to EA for letting me gain access to the game early so I could make this video. And what we're going to be doing in this video, this is not a review, but rather this is just going over the aspects of this game, what it brings to the table, what unique features it has, so you guys can go out there and decide if you want to check it out. Now, yes, this is a first-person shooter, but it doesn't have any guns. Instead, your traditional guns are replaced with spells and spell casting items. And one of those is probably one of the main things you've already noticed from the background gameplay. I have a crazy device attached to my right hand that schlangs spells. What the heck is that all about? Well, in the world, the magic is broken up into kind of three main types, three colors. You have blue, red, and green. And this spellcasting device on your hand is going to have a different kind of weaponry, a different kind of attack for each different color, each different element of magic. So, starting with the blue. Initially, as you can see, it's going to be a semi-automatic blast of accurate energy, great for taking down enemies at long range. Now, for red, you're going to start out with like a 3-round burst spread, almost like a shotgun, great for close quarters combat. And then for the green, initially, we're going fully automatic, baby, spray and pray, and this is going to be better in those kind of close to medium range engagements. Now, importantly, again, you're actually getting loot, and this loot is going to come in the form of new sigils for your hand and more. But the different loot you get to replace this hand sigil is actually going to give you different kinds of attacks. So, with that blue, we saw the initial semi-automatic baseline version, but you can even get one that gives it a massive javelin throw attack, so you're absolutely cranking enemies with these really powerful attacks, but that have a lot of a charge time. Moving on to the red, if you want to go from a 3-round burst kind of shotgun, you can have a one-shot absolute mega blast, but you're going to have to reload after every single shot. Then for the green, okay, the fully automatic was cool. How about a darn minigun? Like, how about that for the spray and pray lifestyle? Or you can even have this one here that shoots orbs that actually seek after enemies, have like seeking properties. And that is just a small preview. You can see that each of those 3 different colors have 3 different special types of attacks, and in those 3 separate types of attacks, you also have loot that are going to have slight variations in terms of, damage, rate of fire, and so on. So there's definitely a lot of variety within that spell casting system, and importantly, guys, you don't have to commit to one. If you think, oh, I'm just going to use the green magic all the time, yes, you can, and you can actually spec into it. As you can see, we're going to talk more about the skill tree in a sec. But one of the coolest features of this game, honestly, is the fact that you can hot swap between the 3 different colors of magic instantaneously, pretty much, as you can see. So mid-combat, you can easily take out like the blue, get a long shot on a enemy sniper that's far away. Oh crap, there's a guy charging you. Hot swap to red, absolutely blast him with the shotgun version. You want to shoot some guy flying around in the air. Hot swap to the green, get the seeking projectiles, and again, you can do that all the time. There's no ammo limitations. You will just have to reload every once in a while. So that dynamic changing between those different elements, those different colors in combat is actually pretty sweet. And often you're going to have to do it. You're going to face enemies that, for example, have like blue shields, and you're going to have to use that blue magic to take those down, and then you can perhaps switch to a different element to inflict even more damage on that target. So being able to master those combat scenarios by hot swapping to what you need given the moment is very fun and very dynamic. However, that's actually just a small part of what you have at your disposal. As you can see, you also have a skill bar. So if you have enough resources, you can cast anything from a shatter wave that flows out in front of you and then explodes, a shock wave that emulates out from you, great for attacking enemies charging you. You also have even a missile barrage, and those different skills belong to those different elemental types, those colors. So the missile barrage is green, and you can spec further into it, increasing its damage, the amount of missiles you shoot, etc. by going into that green skill tree. But on top of that, you have even more abilities at your disposal. You have a shield that you can cast to absorb incoming damage, and yes, you can spec further into it within the blue skill tree. You also have a lash that you can use to grab enemies and drag them back at you. Great in combination with one of the red shotgun sigils. Let me tell you, that was a really fun gameplay loop. But also, you use that lash to traverse the world and even use it to solve puzzles. As you can see right here, this was a crazy like lash riding puzzle I found myself in to unlock a brand new skill at the end, which actually made a little black hole and like sucked everyone in, which was really, really nice. In addition to that, you have a little object that shoots out a red laser beam, and also you have this other object that can shoot out these like green globs that will slow enemies it hits. So all of those different abilities, all of those different things, again, you can get items that improve those things. You're not just getting sigils for your pure weapons, you can actually get, different kinds of lashes that provide bonuses to certain things within your builds, your stats, etc. And once you do get the gear you want, again, you can spec into that skill tree. So let's take a look at that. As you can see, I'm going through that blue skill tree, and there's a lot of different options I can choose to improve, my shield, give it benefits for when it shatters, so I can potentially like knock back nearby enemies, etc. I can actually spec into specific skills itself, so I can improve, the damage I'm doing with my handheld, like blue sigil, like shooter. In fact, the unlock node at the very top massively improves critical hit damage, so I can basically become like the magical version of a sniper. In addition to that, guys, you're also able to unlock certain nodes that provide actually pretty big and dynamic bonuses. However, as you can see, some of them require you to spec into the different colors. So to get this effect, I need to put a certain amount of points into green, for example. So that's going to encourage you to spec into different skill trees and not just pick, one color and stick to it. Additionally, there's actually a decent amount of puzzle solving within this game as well. A lot of sections where you have to find and shoot the correct crystals with the correct element. Especially with the green element, you can actually manipulate objects, cause things to move up and down, for example, to unlock new pathways. And you also really often have to use the lash to find hidden areas, and often that's where you're going to find your chests to get loot and so on. After a while, honestly, my brain was starting to hurt. I just wanted to get to the next part and start slanging spells again. But if you do enjoy puzzles, for sure, this game does have a lot of them. And if you guys are thinking, hey, this game seems pretty cool, and I mean, in the background gameplay, I'm literally fighting a giant dragon by shooting spells out of my hands, yeah, it's pretty cool, then click the link in the description down below to check out the game for yourself. Guys, that's it for this look at the Immortals of Aveum. Hope you enjoyed this video, found it informative, and if you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Immortals content, let me know in the comment section down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, found it informative. If you want to get in touch with me, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.